Hello everyone. This will be a short video to go over some of the improvements that have been made since the last update. Most of these things are fairly minor, but they will improve the overall experience. The first one is, let's take a look at the player boards. In the last update, this is the same player board you saw before. As you can see that the space around the buildings is a little loose. It could be a lot better. So that's exactly what we did. We went back, we improved the overall cut pattern, and you can see that the new facilities fit very tightly in the spaces now. So you can see when we take this out, it's just overall a very good improvement. Everything holds in place a lot tighter. It's just going to help with usability. Real quick, I also want to show off the change to the submarine board. Again, this was the original submarine board, and the same thing with the facilities. The tiles fit in the spaces rather loosely. For the new version, you can see that the tiles now fit in perfectly. So this is the same for the resources. They're now tight and hold them in place much better than they did before. So hopefully these little changes will make the overall experience better for everyone. Another thing here is the tile bags. I didn't really speak on this much in the last update, but they are a little bit snug. If you're like me and have slightly larger hands, this can make getting the tiles out of there a little bit tougher than it needs to be. So we have increased the size of the bags. And you can see that it's much easier to reach inside now. This also helps improve the randomization of the tiles while they're in the bags. Moving on, this was the reference sheet that we showed before. You can see it was very thin. The new ones are the way they should be. Nice thick. They should hold up for a long time. The next thing here, there was a little bit of debate about. And the discussion in the last update was pretty close to being even. And that's whether to keep the tracking cubes as solid or transparent. Ultimately, we are going to be going with the solids, even though we do like the look of the transparent, but because the solids match the other pieces, it helps reduce confusion and will also help with being a little bit more colorblind friendly. A main reason for that is some of the transparents are much different in color than the solids. We think it'll just make for a better overall experience. The final thing that's seen an improvement is the insert for the player components. So we did show this off before, but the insert was not done quite the specifications. And as a result, the cover didn't close quite as tightly as we would have liked. The other issue was that the cards were a little tight in the top portion here. So we basically had them enlarge this a little bit, just to give it a little bit more room. As you can see, there is some additional give here now. This should help if you don't use our particular brand of card sleeves. I can't guarantee this will fit with all card sleeves, but there should now be enough space to accommodate most kinds. Otherwise, this hasn't changed a great deal. It still holds the components the same as before. It's just these now are flush and should help with keeping everything nice and tight.